Well, great day to you all. I hope that you have all woken up super grateful to be given another day in this experience. And why would you be grateful? Well, because it wasn't owed to you, but you were gracefully given it. So I hope that just as much grace as the universe gave you to get it right today, that you take the steps to do so. All right? Because if you haven't gotten it right up until now, well, today's your chance to. So if it hasn't clicked before, it's going to click today, because I was told to drop it like it's hot this morning and to finally give you guys the correlation that you need. Because things in this world are changing very, very fast. Faster than you all may realize. So, you all need to get right with your energy faster than you realize as well. Because you are either in alignment with the cosmic energy or you're not. And this is why it's so important. You know, when I talk about the natural purge that's happening on the planet, and it's all energetically. Everything is energetic. And everything is energy. So it's time for you to get right with your energy. All right? And I can help you do that. But I can only help you do that if you choose that for yourself. So it's either you want to choose to thrive, running on your highest potential of your being, or you will continue to survive. And not for much longer. Hate to say it, but factually. And it's not to produce fear. It's to install preparation. Okay? So, I came out and I did a video. I'm not going to be out here very long, but I'll be out here effectively enough that you guys will want to click the link and book your time with me. Factually. If you believe you matter. And if you believe you're worth it. Because I clearly do. And Source clearly does. So, let's drop it this morning like it's hot for you guys to make the correlation to everything and why energy and how the free flow of your river and the stagnancy of your being, you're going to clearly understand it after this. And you're going to clearly understand why it's time now. All right, so let's jump into it. I'm happy you're here. And I hope you're ready for the learning that I'm about to give you. All right, so the other day that I did a video and I did a live and I was talking about how our purest, highest potential of our being, the energy that's fueling us to be alive today again in this experience. I showed you guys all how your energy can get wishy-washy and how our energy gets tainted as a human being. So I'm going to give you guys all a reminder of that. And I'm not going to do it. Actually, I will. Okay, this is how we start. This is how we're born. Clean slate. Okay? Factually. Highest potential of our being. We hold no doubt. We hold no shame. We hold no grief. We hold no fear. We hold no hurt. Okay? So, just to make it quick, let's say we had trauma, pain, suffering, abuse. Let's add some sun in there first. Okay, let's put that first. Okay, some good stuff. But let's say shame. Let's say judgment. All right? So let's put all that in there. Okay? Because unless you've released yourself of all of that, you're still carrying it. Factually. Okay, so let's get all of this done here quick so that you get the visual so that I can keep moving on. All right, let's do this. Put in all the pain, the shame, the suffering, the blame, the guilt, the trauma, all the judgment, all of the expectations of people, all of the everything that you've been built on. Because all of this you've been constructed as a being with. All of the belief systems, all of the things that, all of the illusions that others have wanted to be real for you. Okay? So, how does your energy end up looking if you have not done the work? Exactly like this. Okay? But this is not just, oh, your totality of your being and that's it. Today you're going to understand the correlation that this happens in every one of your energy centers. So it's not just, you're just totality. No. This happens in every single one of your 7 energy centers in your body, which I'm going to remind you again today. Now I want you to look at this. Okay? This is your root. This is your sacral. This is your solar. This is your heart. This is your throat. This is your third eye. And this is your crown. Now, every one of these energy centers governs organs in the area of your body. Okay? So, every one of these centers has a governance in the totality of your being. What do I mean? Well, the root, your root of your being, has to do with survival. Okay? And this is why I always tell you guys to root yourself in your being by telling yourself you are okay. All right? Now your sacral is your pleasure center. That's your I feel center. Okay? And that pleasure center is blocked by guilt. Well, your root chakra, your survival, it's blocked by fear. You can't be rooted in your root, in your being, in your inner standing if you are fearful of anything. This is why I tell everybody, remove the fear. How do you remove the fear? You start to trust. Okay? Now, when it comes to your sacral, your solar, your I do, that deals with the willpower of your being. Okay? And your willpower has to be stronger. This is why they always say, where there is will, there is a way. Okay? Big time. Because it is your solar chakra. All right? These are all centers that govern your being on a daily basis. You cannot avoid it. We are energy first. So, what I was mentioning to you about this mismanagement of our energy, allowing all of this shit to be stored, well, what happens is it stores in every single one of our chakras. So what happens? Well, when you've got this disrupting a flow of any one of your centers, well, the organs that are associated to those centers get poisoned by the emotional states that you contain in your being. So let me put a huge example out to you today. You see your root chakra and your sacral pleasure center? You know why erectile dysfunction happens to men? Because they don't feel like a man. And they don't feel rooted in their own being and secure in their own being. So what does that affect? Well, it affects the functioning of their sexual organs. See the correlation? Okay? It has a lot to do with the psyche and what is being stored in the being. Okay? So, what happens when you got gut problems? Well, gut problems have a lot to do with the solar plexus and your willpower. So what are you doing to yourself that you already know is not good and you don't have the willpower to stop? That affects every one of your organs in that center. So let's move up to the heart now. And this is your loving center. Well, do you know what that's blocked by? Grief. So if you're grieving anything in your life, that center is blocked. Well, When you got this kind of distortion and disruption in every one of your energy centers, you will never be right within your own being. Okay? Well, this is the work that I had to go in and do for every one of my energetic centers in my being. And when I come out here and I tell you that now I am not getting older, I am getting younger by the day, it is factual. My body is transforming to that. Why? Because I've done the work and I've cleaned out all of my energetic centers so that it can flow properly. What does that do? That puts you back into the state that you were born in. Like this, clean slate, highest potential. You can make anything happen from here because there's no distortion in any one of your energy centers of your being. Now, if you get to your heart center, well, that's got everything to do with your capacity to love. Love what? Love yourself and love others. So, are you grieving even an old version of yourself? Well, that stops you from loving yourself today. Are you grieving who you could have been? Well, hey, that stops you from being able to love yourself today, which causes massive distortion in the whole chest area. Okay? So this is what you guys need to make the correlation for today. Look, now if you've got blockages in every one of your centers, how does this happen? Well, the sacral chakra, your pleasure center, gets blocked by feeling guilt. So have you ever felt guilty about anything in your life? Well, if you haven't released that, well, guess what? It's affecting your pleasure center for today. So if you're holding on to guilt within yourself, you will not feel the pleasures of life or get the most out of it. It's facts. Okay? You have to change your energy first before anything else changes. Before you can fix your healing, before you can fix the problems you got going on in your body, you need to fix your energy first. Factually. So, your heart center gets blocked by grief. All kinds of grief. No matter what grief you have in your life, if you are grieving anything, even an old version of yourself, or even a friendship, or a whatever, or an ex, or a this, or a that, it stops you from being able to have the capacity to love. Factually. So, let's talk about the throat chakra. Because a lot of people don't understand why they have throat problems, or they don't have a strong, powerful voice, or why they can't speak up for themselves, or what? Why? Because they hide the truth of who they are. This throat chakra, literally, is about I speak. So, if you don't speak up for yourself, if you hide the truth of who you really are to the world, well, it blocks your throat. Factually. This is why I speak up truthfully. I don't give a shit who's in front of me. If they don't like it, that's their fucking problem. They need to go fix their energy. Factually. Because, yes, at the enlightened stage that I am, my frequency is over 1,000 hertz every day. So, no, you can't be Mickey Mousing around me because, yes, my energy will devour yours. Simple. But that's okay. That's not aggressiveness. This is being solid in your skin. There's a huge difference. So, if these centers are blocked, we have a flow of energy that surrounds us every day, which is our biofield. I explained it in the past video. Your biofield of your being is the biggest protective mechanism that you have in this whole experience. Well, your biofield is formed outside of you by the solidity of all of these chakra points and the flow of your energy. So, why do I say I have no fear? Why do I say I'm ready for the world? Why do I say bring it on in any kind of shape, way, or form? Because my biofield cannot be penetrated by anything that I do not allow access to. That's what being a strong individual in this reality really is. It's all about the maintenance of your own energy and your capacity to armor up, literally, with your own energy. Factually, okay? Now, back to this. If you've got any kind of blockages in your system, guess what? Your energy doesn't flow freely. Well, every blockage that you have distorts your biofield. Factually. So, your biofield is not strong if you've got distortion and all kinds of shit flowing through your energy. That's why I could literally penetrate anybody's fucking energy if they're not on my level. I could devour that for lunch. Literally. That's why I shake the demons off of the best. And I show how they're not solid, because this is what solid looks like. So I very much know the difference. All right, so let's talk about it again. Your throat chakra. If there was ever a time in your life that you were silenced from saying the things that you wanted to, you got a problem in your throat. Factually. Because I'm going to tell you guys again, everything in your life experience has been stored in your being as a quick reference point. And every one of your thoughts, your ideas, your speech, and everything about you, you're governing on repeat from all of that shit unless you've fixed it. Factually. Let's talk about the third eye. Well, what blocks your third eye is illusion. Well, what's the illusion? Every fucking thing you've made to believe about yourself and the experience since birth. So, all of this is who you are, and these are the people you're supposed to love, and this is how you're supposed to act, and this is what you're supposed to do, and on top of it all, this is what I expect from you, and no, you're not supposed to say your piece, and no, you don't fucking matter, you're just supposed to conform. All of that shit is blocking you from the truth. Factually. So, people wonder, how do I open my third eye? You stop feeding the fucking lies in your brain. Simple shit. Okay? Now, if you got blockages in any of this, which guaranteed you do if you haven't invested to work with me, I'll tell you that right now. I'm an empath. I feel energy. I can read your energy like a fucking book. Doesn't matter who you are. Now, why am I so powerful? Because I went in to every one of my energy centers and I removed the poison. That's how I saved my life. Because it was all the poison that had been installed in every one of my centers that was killing me. So, if I wanted to save my life, I had to do the work. Factually. So I did. Now, guys, if you're blocked, which you are, I can guarantee that you are. If you're not flowing freely throughout your whole body, well, then you're sick. There's illness within your body because you're not in harmony. You see, and that's the point to it all. When we've got all of this shit from our past that is stuck in every one of our centers, it affects every organ that's associated to these centers. All right? So what is the correlation between these centers and how it is in your body? Well, your root is I am. So anything that you attach to I am and you declare as a part of your being and as who you are, it is either pushing you into being rooted in your own being or it's pulling you away from it. Factually. That's step one. What do you believe about yourself to be real? It's either pushing you into survival or you are thriving rooted in your being. Your sacral, which is your pleasure center, your creative center, your sexual center. Well, guess what? You cannot feel pleasure factually if you are full of guilt. Yeah, that's just how it is. And that's everything that you feel to be real about you. And An eye-opener there. This is why I tell people, sit down with a pen and paper and write it out. Take a good look at what you think and fucking feel about who you are. Primarily. Look, your solar is your I do. Your get up and go. So if you're sitting there telling yourself that you cannot do anything, well, guess what? Your willpower is being distorted. It's not in flow with your energy of your being. This is why I tell people, remove the I can't. Because your soul and your energy does not know that. Okay, so what is the purest form of these centers? Well, that you know that your energy first, and that you are safe and protected and loved no matter what. That's how your root of your being is supposed to feel. Well, then your pleasure center, your I feel. You should be able to feel amazing and absolutely capable and wonderful and feeling every one of your senses exploding the data into your fucking system. Okay? Your solar, your I do, you should be not feeling anything but, yes, bring it on, let's do this. That's the energy that your body knows. Okay? When it comes to your heart, the energy of your heart center is love. So, if you're not feeling the love for yourself, primarily, and you're not feeling the love for your experience, secondarily, well, you are totally fucked in your heart center, which is the true governance of your being. Okay? So these things all correlate to our life. Every bit of it. Actually. Well, I had to go in there and I had to remove everything that was harming my energy. And I highly doubt you guys have had a life like mine. My point to it all is this: if you guys want to flow freely without harm and without demise, because at your own hands right now, you are killing yourself. Factually, and don't even realize it if you're not doing the energetic work. Why? Because you're functioning from a point that is, your soul energy doesn't even know this shit. It's a total contradiction to the energy of your being, the stuff we have stored in us. And that's what makes us sick. These centers really govern our organs associated with it. They govern our whole fucking experience. You cannot change anything in your life if you do not go within and change your energy. It's impossible. It doesn't work like that. Especially when we're energy first. And the energy of this experience even gave you the opportunity to be alive today. So you're either operating from an automatic programming that's fucking outdated and that's full of shit that shouldn't be there. So what happens then? Well, because you're a creator and you're creating every breath you fucking take, well, every piece of your results in your life are going to be full of the same shit that your energy contains. When we're running with all of this crap in our body that has been stored since the beginning, that's the results that you produce in your life. Factually. That's why it's so important to go dive in with an expert like myself, because you cannot classify yourself as an expert in this shit unless you've walked the fire to master it. Well, I have. Factually. Time and time and time again. Well, I've got an upend to it all because I am an empath. So therefore I feel energy. And I can tell people what they're thinking better than they can half the time. And I can see their intentions, smell them more than that individual can. Because they're running on repeat. Well, I am not. Guys, you matter. And if you want to get right with your life and yourself, you need to book some time with me. Factually. Because until you invest in yourself for the work to be done on yourself, Well, there's no doctor that's going to be able to fucking help you. I'm living proof of that too. There is no shrink that is going to be able to help you. There is no fucking meds that you can shove down your fucking throat that are going to help you. They are actually harming you. So, no matter what it is that's going on in your body, it can be fixed. I'm living proof of it. Last year, I was given 3 months to live with paralyzation in half of my face and told me that there was no way in fucking hell that I could stop what was about to happen to me. Well, I did. Again, I love to prove people wrong. That's been like a thriving force in my life. Well, my mouth is moving better than it ever has. And I'm healing. And I'm getting younger every day. Factually. So like I said many times, I'm not looking for a partner to grow old with, eh? I'm looking for a partner to spend the rest of my life with that we're going to get younger by the day. Loving life. And loving the experience. Because if it's not that, I don't want it. And I need somebody who's going to be of the same magnitude of energy as me. Because if not, I eat that for lunch. Factually. So, guys, I encourage you all today to take a look at where you are operating from within your own being, with no shame, no blame, no guilt, because factually, we are all fucked up until we fucking figure it out. Yeah. But this is the journey of it all. Well, I'm here to help you get unfucked. But I had to unfuck myself to be able to really help another. So, guys, you want to operate in full flow in the highest potential of your being all the time. And if you're not, well, I can help you get back into that way. Guys, I hope that it made the correlation for you guys today, but I really hope also, too, that you're not sitting there with all kinds of shit in your being that you don't want to work out yet, and you're allowing it to poison you. Because that's all it does. Our soul doesn't know any restrictions. So everything that you're containing in your being by choice, your soul of your being and the fuel is fueling all of that stuff for your own destruction because you choose to hang on to that stuff and that it's no longer relevant in your life. Did you realize that everything up until yesterday is gone? Anytime you choose to relive any of that stuff, that's by your choice alone. Yeah. And when you relive it and you recall it, your body doesn't even know if it's a memory or if it's actually happening. So you actually force your body down the gauntlet to feel the effects of whatever it is that you experienced in that. It's fucked up. Our brains don't process anything but right now. Factually. So everything that you have stored in there, you need to release. Well, I can help you do that. No matter what it is that's harming you. It doesn't matter. And that's why this coaching world with everybody, how everybody's doing it, and pick a niche and pick one problem and that's your target audience. Nah, fuck that. I'm here to shift the world and get every single person who's interested back into their fucking rightful power of their being, which is their birthright. You were born like that. See, I'm a whole different piece of cake. When you understand the power of who you are, and what you can make possible for yourself, even when it comes to your health, by just a fucking simple choice. And you know what's crazy? Because I was asked the other day, so Tobi, what is it like with you? What, you don't have fun anymore? You've restricted yourself to everything? Nah, man. But I'm at the point where there's nothing that is in this reality that can affect me. What do I mean? I can do whatever the fuck I want, and it doesn't harm me because my energy is crystalline. You see what I'm saying? So it's not what we do. It's the energy we're containing that makes the difference. So it's not the food that you're eating that's fucking killing you. It's your thoughts that are killing you first. The food's just helping it along its way. Yeah. People say, Tobi, do you watch what you eat? No, because I bless all my food. Factually. And no, I don't just take food from anybody. That's another thing too. But any food that I'm preparing to eat, I've already shown gratitude and appreciation and asked that those nutrients hit where it needs to hit in my body and everything. I don't just open my mouth and shove food in it. You fucking crazy? Everything is thoughts, energy, all the time. You know what the worst is? You know why food tastes so terrible sometimes? Is when somebody's preparing food and they're talking shit and their energy is shit. Yeah, I eat that food and I will be deathly ill. Factually, that's why I don't eat from just anybody. But guys, when you get right with your energy, because that's what you are primarily, that's when you make the magic happen. You can continue running from your own being, which you're actually self-inflicting suffering and survival, or you can book some time with me and we'll get you right. Factually. And somebody mentioned to me, hey, Tobi, I went to your link tree and I don't see any prices attached to it. No. Because I'm not one that's going to shut anybody out because of money. So no, you don't have to have big bank to come get some help with me. We'll work it out. Because I'm sure that you have something that you can provide me in exchange. I don't give a fuck if I work on a bartering system. I don't want people to be suffering. And that's why I do what I do. And I don't give a shit if I make $1 million or not this year. I give a shit about changing 1 million lives. And that's all I care about. Because this kind of knowledge, I can't just keep for me. I want everybody attached to me or that knows me to be functioning in their fullest power of their being. Making shit happen by thought alone, just like I do. Factually. Oh, yes. And guys, there's some really big shifts happening on the planet. And the energies are amplifying everything. So if you're not feeling well, that's amplified too. And if you're feeling shame about yourself, that's amplified too. And if you are doubting yourself, that's amplified too. So what choices are you going to make for the energy that you're going to contain today? Simple. Well, if you want to feel good again, and if you want to love life again, and if you want to feel in total control of every thought and word that comes out of your mouth, and if you want to love yourself heartfully to the magnitude that you don't give a shit who's loving you on the planet, well, I invite you all to step into working with me. But I don't Mickey Mouse around and I don't comfort your chaos, eh? And I don't put sugar where there isn't meant to have any, because sugar's the silent killer. And I'm not about to assist you to fucking wipe yourself out. I'm here to annihilate the destruction within your being and power you up. So guys, if you don't know and you didn't have the correlation before, now you do. And this is why you don't go and try to do inner work by yourself. Because the energy of your being, unless you are well in tapped and well in tune with the energy of your own being, well, it will continue to manage you as it does. And unless you are operating from the governance of your energy, don't go play in there alone, because it is still stronger than you. Factually. It has the strength to run every one of your organs, your senses, your central nervous systems, your reactions within your body, everything that's going on. So that energy of your being is greater than you even know right now. So this is why I say don't go playing in your energy without a pro. Well, I'm a pro for that. And I'll help you. But you just got to want to help yourself. That's the key. That really is the key. And how do you acquire that key? Well, you get fed up of feeling the way that you are today. And that's the only way it'll happen. Yeah, you really have to truly get uncomfortable and have had enough of feeling the way you do to make the most drastic changes in your life. But honestly, the biggest change that you could make for yourself in your life is to book some time and to get some corrections made. I got no judgment, eh? I've done it all. I have done it all on this earth. Everything. Like, I'll tell you honestly, the only thing that I haven't done is fucking shoot drugs. Which I never will. But everything else? Oh, you're fucking right, I've done it. And more than once, I can guarantee you that. So there's absolutely no judgment here. But if you want a real impactful change, you hit that link tree. Because we can make it happen. I love you all. Have a magical day. Because the whole universe is fueling you to do just that. So, own your energy and the highest potential of it. I love you all. Have a great day. Peace.